ask people about how much they know about high-speed trains, a lot of them don't really know that much. Or maybe they do. They've probably seen some in the movies already. So in this episode, we're gonna go over our 3 movies where you've probably seen a high-speed train. So let's get chugging along. In 1996, Tom Cruise starred in Mission Impossible, a movie where, at the end, includes a chase/fight scene on top of a bullet train. And it does not include Tom Cruise running on top of the train, like he does in every other movie. Alright, now this scene is pretty cool because it includes, of course, fighting and action and explosions on top of a train that's hurtling through the English countryside. But wait a minute, isn't this a French train? Now, of course, you can't say that movies are going to be the most factual thing coming right out of an encyclopedia, but, of course, we do have to point out some factual errors that people get. Like, for example, if this is an electric train, where are the overhead lines? Wouldn't Ethan and John Voight, whoever's playing that guy, John Voight, yes, of course it is John Voight, wouldn't they get fried by the electric lines? Oh, wait, there are no electric lines, so they have to come in for that, of course. But that there is movie number 1 where you've probably seen a bullet train. Movie number 2 is Hugh Jackman starring in Wolverine. Now I know a lot of you are going to go, oh, Hugh Jackman shouldn't be Wolverine. I don't care. I honestly like the Wolverine movie, so don't judge me on that. Anyway, we're probably coming back from Mission Impossible here where there's another fight/chase scene on top of a train. And this time a Japanese Shinkansen, and what is that? That is N700. That's right. So now Hugh Jackman and the Wolverine, they're fighting, wait, there we go, fighting on a Japanese bullet train. Yes, I got all 3 now. Now instead of running through the English countryside, this time you're running right through the middle of Tokyo, because that's where Shinkansens run through cities, through countrysides, through pretty much everywhere. Which is pretty much where every train runs through. Okay, of course, the fighting scene is cool, the trains go super fast, and oh my god, well, not explosions this time, but this time you're gonna get fighting. And there we go. Okay, this movie so far recently is the one that I'm pointing to for people to see. Oh, have you seen the Wolverine? Oh, yeah, I saw the Wolverine. Well, do you remember the chase scene on the Shinkansen train, on the bullet train? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Well, that's a bullet train. Oh, okay, yeah, those are cool. Why don't we have these here? Same question every time. So, of course, yes, this is a movie that I use all the time as an example. Have you ever seen a bullet train? Watch the Wolverine. Now, of course, the Wolverine does have errors in it. For example, while they're flying all over the place of the train, they're forgetting one thing. In between those trains is something called a pantograph, which means this line that feeds on the electric line, which gives the power to the train. As it runs along it, it gets electricity. I'm putting a clip of that right now because explaining this with my arms is not the best of examples. But of course, if they had that there, the Wolverine would probably be putting his adamantium claws in through about a lot of electricity. And the third and final movie we are including in this video will be... Oh crap. The Hunger Games! 1 and 2. And I don't know, maybe 3 will include it? Or are they doing 2 movies of that also as well? Because every single trilogy now has to include 2 parts of their final film. So in this movie, Jennifer Lawrence stars as Katniss Everdeen and is hurtling through on a futuristic train in a futuristic, not so great North America with a useless blonde mask. That doesn't really help that much. Anyway, in the story, or I would say in the movie, the train that they are running on goes at an average speed of 250 miles an hour. Wait a second. Did I just say 250 miles an hour? Wait, so all this money in a dystopia where they're just blazing money all over the place and they have flaming costumes, they can only manage to get a train to get up to 250 miles an hour? Wait a second, and right now in Japan they're testing Ah. Okay. So what's this country called again? Pan Am? I know exactly what that train company is called. Get ready. And that wraps it up for this episode. I'm Demetrius Villa for the High Speed Rail America Club. Be sure to subscribe at the button right below, the one that says, the red one that says subscribe. And I'm not pointing down to anything, I'm pointing the general direction that you should be scrolling down and clicking subscribe. I'm hoping that's the message I'm getting across. See you next time.